Hey guys, First Time Jake here. So I got two customer guns to go ahead and just make a video on. So the first one is a VFC Scar L. So this gun was extremely annoying to work on. I hate VFC Scars. I've worked on my dad's Scar H. I've worked on two other Scar L's plus this one. And I hate them. There's a lot of proprietary parts on the VFC Scars. And the biggest part is the hop-up. The hop-up is proprietary, and the only hop-up that they have are VFCs, and they're all polycarbonate. So VFC, if you happen to see this video somehow, stop making your hop-up units out of frickin' polycarbonate. Stop making your selector plates out of polycarbonate. And they stopped making their pistons out of polycarbonate. So you did a good job there. 2015, their gearboxes, at least in their M4s, changed. And even 2016, they have the Avalon series now. So they have good gearboxes in all of their M4s. At least ones that you're buying as of like today, which is it's 2017. But as of 2015, you're pretty good. You got a pretty good gearbox. The VR16 line has some good stuff in it. And then the Avalon stuff. The Scars, I think they're just using the standard pistons. I still think they're using the polycarb pistons. They're still using the polycarb selector plate and the polycarb hop-up. And polycarbonate is not strong, okay? The selector plates, the teeth can snap off, and they're proprietary. You have to buy a VFC, and they're all polycarbonate. And the same thing with the hop-up. And the hop-up's $45, so the guy had to spend $45 plus shipping on the hop-up. He bought a motor at the field. He got the Matrix Tornado motor, and I pulled out of the packaging, and the Matrix Tornado motor doesn't even have neo-magnets. A $45 motor that doesn't have neo-magnets. Are you freaking crazy? Are you retarded? What the heck are you doing, Evike? Or Matrix. They're the OEMs, and Matrix is an Evike brand. What are you doing? $45 motor without neo-magnets? You're retarded. So they also had a Matrix Turbo motor in stock, which is a high-speed motor. Don't like high-speed motors, but this one does have neo-magnets, so you're going to get better trigger response and better rate of fire and better efficiency. I don't like speed motors in general, but then when they don't have neo-magnets, you're just killing yourself. You're killing your gun. Your trigger contacts are going to melt. Your wiring is going to melt. The Tamiya connector already melted on this one, so I wired it to Dean's. It has a Mad Bull Minarec piston, a Mad Bull M110 spring, Mad Bull metal piston head, and everything else is stock VFC except for that turbo motor. So yeah, the motor's not bad, honestly. I'll shoot it, and it actually shoots pretty good. It's a pretty good shooting gun, but the owner of this has to use the 7.4 lipo. He's not using the 11.1. I told him not to, because he did. The thing is, I got the gun up and running at the field, and he used it, but the battery was so hot, the stock to the touch, and the grip, and the wiring, and that's when the Tamiya melted. So I told him, like, yeah, you're probably going to use the 7.4, and that's when I used the Tornado motor. So that's also why it was such a bad motor. But yeah. So that's dry firing. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and put ammo in it and shoot it. The tag says 350, but I turned the hop-up all the way off and it shot 380, but you're not going to really want it all the way off. So it's probably going to shoot 350 to 370, which is still legal at indoor fields. So these are .25, so they're dropping. But trigger response is honestly not bad. Okay, let's try some full auto. So not too bad, honestly, but you know, this gun was a lot of work. So my high cap's about out. So I'll call it quits there, but as you can see, that's not a fully charged LiPo. It's an 1800 milliamp 7.4 lipo, but it's not fully charged. It's about a half charge. But that just gives you an idea on the performance of the gun itself. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of scars. If you're a customer, if you guys want a scar and it's like your favorite gun, I guess go buy a scar. But if you just don't care and you're just looking for another gun, please just buy an ACR. Like ACRs are, they kind of look like a scar. They're modular. They use M4 mags, but they're not M4, and they're easier to work on. Okay, so the next gun is a guy that I know personally. He just lives around me. It's this VFC VR16. He actually has a Polar Star Jack. I have a video on my channel of that gun, and it's in a VFC base, and it was actually this upper, but he got a new upper. So he put this old upper on here, and now he has an AEG. I don't know where he got the lower. He probably bought another gun. I think he bought a full gun and used that upper on his Polar Star, and then used the old upper for this. So it's a nice build. VFC bodies are super solid, no wobble. It's got a standard crane stock. Sling mount, ambi-sling mount there, the VR16 lower, and then this is the Elite Force OEM VFC upper. And then there's a ZCI 12-inch key mod. I put this on here, super solid. I did Loctite it in place. I told him, like, you know, I'm probably going to have to Loctite it, otherwise it's going to move. This is no wobble at all, no movement in the barrel either. This is stuck. He got this because he likes key mods, so he better not plan on changing this out, because, I mean, $30 for this rail is just an amazing price. I got the gas block in there, and the gas tube, so it does look pretty cool, pretty realistic. And the suppressor's not his. I'm going to sell it to him. This is my brother's. It's a GMP. I told him 25 bucks, that's worth it. It goes on clockwise and counterclockwise, so it can fit anything, as long as it's 14 millimeter. Counterclockwise or clockwise. There's no other, like, half clockwise, you know what I mean? And I told him he should probably paint it black, but knowing him, he probably does not care. He's probably just going to leave it tan. I told him he should probably try to get it foam filled. Actually, this can't be foam filled. It's not hollow in there, so this cannot be foam filled, but it's still pretty quiet, so I'll shoot it. Shoots 380 FPS with a .2, 375, 385 between there. So legal out of Assault Airsoft. I specifically made it so that it would shoot under that, because it shot about 410, 420 with the stock spring, because it had flawless compression. So I ended up putting a Elite Force spring in here from one of the, I think it was from an Amoeba, honestly. So it's shooting like a 380. So pretty good. It should break in a little bit more. He's going to be using an 11.1 lipo in this. So no MOSFET. Oh, I forgot to go over upgrades. It has the Aries high torque motor, so the ones that are in the Amoebas. Good motor. The stock VFC was struggling to pull the spring, even this weaker spring, with an 11.1. The VFC motor just could not do it. It just didn't sound good. Shot about 27, 28 a second. But I put this one in here, it shoots about 25 a second, and it gets better trigger response. So, honestly, I think this motor's better. So I sold it to him. And it has SHS 12-to-1 gears, full stroke, the VFC sector chip. It's got an SHS metal rack piston. It's got a sorbo pad. It's a thin sorbo pad, but it helps with AOE and it makes it a little bit quieter. The Elite Force spring, and I believe that's it. It's got a stock bucking and barrel, and it shoots very well. Let's just do an 11.1. No need to do a 7.4. Okay, so here we go. The only thing I'd recommend to him is I told him, you're probably going to want to get a MOSFET in the future. Once these trigger contacts burn out, a MOSFET and new trigger contacts. Or he could just spend the money on a BTC when they come in stock. I think he's got some money, so. So you can see how quiet that is. Full auto. So very, very nice. The rate of fire is not all that much. The battery is not warm at all. the Tamiya connector is warm, but the wiring is not. And with the VFC motor, the wiring was getting hot. The wiring is not warm, it's just that Tamiya. And I have that adapter on there, so nice. Turn the hop up a little bit. Okay, so there it is. Fed every last BB. And that's why you put a sector chip on there, and it feeds 100%. So, that's that gun. This is more upgraded. It shoots better than the Scar. Shoots super well. This gun shoots great. Now, he... excuse me. He normally runs his Buller Star Jack, but... I mean, I agree. Having an AEG is great, so he wanted an AEG and he wanted it upgraded. So I told him I'd hook him up. He spent about $100 total. It was $30 for the key mod. It was $10 for the piston. It was $2 for the servo pad. I charged him $30 to work on it, and then the motor was $20, and then this is $20. So I sold him this to my brothers. I'm actually going to give my brother $25, and I'm just going to take $15 for the motor. Anything else? I don't think so. On the spring, I just threw that in because I didn't know it was going to shoot hot. So yeah, pretty nice. Love it. I don't know what he plans on doing with it. He said he wasn't going to put any grips on it because it didn't come with any, and I told him that, and he said he doesn't care. He just likes the look with nothing. So it's going to be sleek, which is honestly a good idea. I think he's going to put an optic on here. I don't know what he has, but I always recommend using optics or sights of some sort. You don't always use them in airsoft, and I understand that, but they look cooler, makes your gun look more realistic. And I know I'm not into the whole Milsim thing anymore, but still, it just completes your gun, honestly. It's kind of cringy when I see people without any sights on their gun. You don't have to use them, just have them on there to look cool. Honestly, that's my opinion. But some people, they get into the sport cheap, and they just want to do the whole speed soft thing, which is cool, and they just don't put anything on here, which is cool. I mean, you're getting into the sport for cheaper. You don't have to spend $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80 on an optic, or even flip up sights. If you just build a gun, and you know there was no base gun with sights, and you build a gun, and you just don't want to have to add sights, you don't have to, okay? So, sorry for the longer video. I just talk a lot, but yeah, this gun is nice. He's going to be playing with this Monday. We're going to Assault Airsoft Monday, President's Day, and playing. He's going to use this, because Big Bet, his jack's going to shoot too hot, because he has a 602, and the barrel's like this long, literally, up to the suppressor, just the inner. So, it's a long barrel, shoots hard, so he's probably not going to be able to use it. So, this is why this is ready to go at 380. And he's probably going to try to use this Saturday. Tomorrow we're going to play too with the same people. And he's probably going to want to... Don't jump. Don't do it. Don't do it. My lizard's trying to get off the bed. You're going to land on your face. So yeah, he's probably going to use this Saturday too. Give it a try. And he falls. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys later.